Hi friends, hi YouTube. If you're new here, hi, my name is Nikki. I love fun, bright, colorful makeup. I love indie makeup and I love color stories that don't necessarily go together. And I would love to have you subscribe if you haven't already, but if you do, you do. If you don't, you don't. It is what it is. I enjoyed our small bit of time together. I wish you would stay, but you know, we can't always have our things our way. But today I'm going to be ranking my Beauty Babe palettes. I have 10 of them and I'm so excited to, rank them, talk about them with you. There is one that I have not used, but I'm really excited to use it, and I know Beauty Bay's formula, so I kind of just inserted it where I think it's going to end up being. I've had it since the beginning of the year, so I'm surprised I haven't used it yet. But if you would like to see how I end up ranking all 10 of these bad boys, then let's get into it. Also, just because a palette is ranked lower in the ranking does not mean that I hate it or dislike it. It just means it needed to find a spot. It isn't my most favorite out of all these. I do love all my Beauty Bay palettes. They're some of my most favorite in my collection. They're one of my most favorite brands. They just had to have a place in this, and that's where it ended up being placed. It is what it is. I've got some matcha. We're gonna get into this. Ranking at number 10 is the Age of Opulence palette. This is such a gorgeous palette though. It is so gorgeous. It is so fun. It's so pretty and I love it so much. Again, it just had to be placed somewhere in this lineup, but I absolutely adore this one. She's just so gorgeous. The tones are just there. They're stunning. This shade, whenever I do a palette bingo with this one, I always end up getting this, and I'm just so happy because I freaking love it. It is stunning. It is gorgeous. I want to rub it all over my face. It's just so good. This color story is so good. Again, all of Beauty Bay's 20 pan palettes are some of, if not my most top favorite palettes in my collection. I think they really nail it when it comes to these. But yeah, this one's just here because I don't know, out of all the palettes that I have from them, I think it's the one that I end up going for, like, gravitating towards the least, despite the fact that it is probably one of the most used ones on my channel. I don't know. It has my heart, but it doesn't have my heart like the rest of them, if that makes sense. Coming in at number 9 is the big 42 pan palette, the Midnight one. I'm really happy that I ended up getting this one. I need to play with this one more. She's so much fun. There's a lot of, fun, good colors to play with in here. She is just, yeah. The one that I really wanted that was a 42 pan palette was the Earthy, and then I think the Fiery 2.0. Those are the other ones that I really do have my eye on for this, like, from this brand. But yeah, this is number 9 here. I think she is just really pretty. I think my issue is that I'm not necessarily a monochromatic girly, so that's why this one is ranked as low as it is. I do love it. I think she's a lot of fun, but due to the fact that it's monochrome, that's why she's at number 9. Moving on, we have number 8, which is the Reckless Romance. I think this was this year's Valentine's Day release. I do absolutely, again, love this palette, like I said about all the other ones that I've said so far. It just is ending up where it needs to end up. I absolutely love this one. I think this is such a fun color story. The pinks are a lot of fun. I think this is like really a good smoky vibe. Again, this isn't one that I necessarily gravitate towards a lot, but I do love her. I think she's a lot of fun. I need to take her back out. I think this will be something that I'm going to take out, within the next month, maybe even bring it with on my trip. But I don't know. Again, I do really love this one. This one's a lot of fun to play with. Things just gotta go where they gotta go. What are we at? 7? I'm already losing track. Number 7 is the newest one from them. This is the Celestial Charms palette. I played with this one. Now this is this look. This will be, I think, going up on Saturday, so this video will be up after the tutorial, so if you really like this look, it'll be up. I really do enjoy this palette. I think this is a lot of fun. I think it's super gorgeous. There's a lot of good tones in here. It really speaks to me, but it just doesn't feel the vibe that all the other ones from now on like fill. But I think this is such a good palette. If you want this one, I feel like you should totally get it. It's totally worth it. It's so gorgeous. It's so much fun. Everything blends together so well in this palette. and it's just, it's so gorgeous. It's so gorgeous, and I really do enjoy it, despite me only using it once, but like just from like swatching it and using it this one time, I really do enjoy it. She's a lot of fun. I love her. Moving on, we have, I think we are in the number 6 spot. This is the Botanical palette. I do really enjoy this one. It fits my like earthy bog witchy Shrek vibes. And I really do enjoy it. I think she's totally stunning, totally pretty. Again, this is one that I need to take out again. I think this is, color story wise, this is one of Beauty Bay's best, and I think maybe that's why it is ranked so high for me. I do love the palette. But like I said, I think due to the fact that it has such a good cohesive color story is a reason why it is ranked up high for me, because palettes, even if the shadows are stunning, if the like color story isn't and the layout isn't the best, it kind of tacks it down, like brings it down a little bit for me. So that's the reason this one is just as high as it is, because I do really love the layout. I really do love the color story. I think everything works so well together. I think the vibe that they were going for with this one was executed absolutely wonderfully. Again, I think this is just an absolutely stunning color story. Again, this is one that I need to pull out again. But like the shimmers in this one, I think, are some of, if not their best shimmers to date. And I really do enjoy this one. Moving on, we have our top 5. This is the one that I have not used yet, is the one that I think that I'm going to really love. I got this, I literally bought this on the first day of this year on January 1st. I still have not used it. I'm filming this on October 15th. So I'm going to pull this bad boy out really soon and play with it, because it needs to happen, and we need to just, it needs to happen. But this is the Bright 2.0 palette. I got this off of Mercari. It is literally not freaking touched at all. I absolutely adore this. I do love a good rainbow palette. I think this is probably, if not one of the best rainbow palettes, that like best executed rainbow palettes, because we have the depths, we have the lights, we have some good shimmers, we have everything that just kind of like works together here. This is, like I said, the 2.0 version. There is a bright version that is like the more just like, I think maybe it's all matte. I don't know for sure, but I know that it's a lot of the lighter colors. But I am a girl that I'm not really a pastel girly, even though I'm a bright, fun, colorful girly. This is just kind of more the path that I want to go. I love the darks. I love like the bright neons. We have all this just fun, good shit in here, and I think that's why this is ranked so high. And this is why I think I'm going to love it as much as I hope I will, and why I have it placed here. I think this is just going to be so much fun to play with. Like, these are just, everything is just speaking to me in here. Again, we'll see where this one ends up, like, being when I eventually use it, but I have a feeling that's, like, this is just going to be that bitch in my collection. Moving on, we have another 42 pan palette. This is the Jade palette. It is in collaboration with Jade Thirlwall from Little Mix. If you have not checked her out, her music is just really good and I really enjoy it. But this is the color story of it. I use this one a whole lot. I'm absolutely in love with this one. I think this one is just a lot of fun. You know, we have like practically everything in this palette. We have some neutrals, we have some brights, we have some really gorgeous shimmers in here, and I'm really in love with this one. I think this is just a lot of fun. I've gotten a lot of good uses out of this one. This is one that I probably need to dip my fingers back into again. I think, yeah, she's one of my all-time favorites in my collection, and she's just a lot of fun to use. There's a lot of good things in here. This is such a good palette for like a palette bingo too. Like, I don't know, she's my little baby and I really do enjoy her. Again, this is one I need to take out again. We are now finally into my top 3. Number 3 is the Tropical palette. I had my eyes on this one for such a long time. I don't remember if I got it right away or if I ended up getting put back up and then I got it. I don't know, I can't remember, but this is a 16 pan palette and it is one of my like all-time favorites from them. Again, like I said, a good color story, a good layout, and this is that right there. This is, I think, again, one of, if not their best palettes. I used this for my birthday look and it just really got me back into enjoying makeup after, you know, like the beginning of the year was a really shit show for me. So this has a special place in my heart because it brought back just like all the fun energy that I love from makeup and doing makeup. And I just, this, like I said, this one has a sentimental spot in my heart, but it also is just absolutely stunning. The shimmers are so pretty. The mattes are just amazing. It is just, like I said, one of my top ones in my collection and in this ranking. This is going to surprise a couple people if you know anything about my Beauty Bay love and just, you know, the standing of this palette. The fact that it is not number one, I think, is kind of just insane. This is the Wilderness palette. It is like, it is one of, if not the top palette in my collection. This is, I think, one of the first ones that I got from them. I absolutely love and adore this palette. She's my baby. She's my most taken care of one. She's my most dirtiest bitch that I just, she is that bitch. This color story is that bitch. Everything just, again, you know how I said layout, we have the color story, everything just works so well together. Whether it's going like this or it's going like this, everything in this palette just works so well. Again, layout wise, and color story wise, like I think that would be just a super fun look right there. Again, this is one I need to take out again because I love it. But just, I feel like the execution on this one is just so good. And then on top of that, the freaking formula, as always, is just so freaking good. I love this one so much. Like I said, this has constantly been my number one palette for the past couple years that I've had, like since I've gotten it in my collection. And it just, I'm surprised that it ended up getting beaten out this time, but it was really hard. These two are like really neck and neck, but yeah, this is, she is that bitch. It's sad to have her number two instead of number one, but yeah, I love her. I love her so much. But number one is, I've only had her in my collection for like a day, and I've only used her once, but my god, am I like really in love with it. And it's insane that it's the smallest palette out of all these, that there's 42 ones and I ended up going with a 9-pan one, a very small 9-pan palette, but it is the mini Charms palette. I absolutely love and adore this. It is so good. It is a bunch of shimmers. If you know anything about me, I love shimmers. I love a good shimmer. Like I'm a shimmer addict, okay? I have an addiction. I have a problem. And it's okay, and this fills that need. It fills that void. It is just so stunning. It is so pretty. It's just all this good stuff. I think this, like I said in this look video here, this is just going to be such a good travel palette, a nice little palette for anybody that just wants a little pop of color, a little shimmer on the eye. I think this is that one. Like I said, this is up here because it is so pretty. It is so stunning. The shimmers are just so spectacular. I think this is like Beauty Bay's best shimmer formula ever, and I absolutely adore this. This is just gonna be just such a staple in my collection, and like I said, it's insane that it ended up being in Wilderness out, but I really do love it. I think it's gonna be so freaking amazing, and I love it so much already, and that says a whole hell of a lot. But if you made it to this point of the video, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate you guys being here and enjoying my content. Remember, a couple things before you go. Remember to not be a piece of shit. Don't be homophobic. Don't be transphobic. Don't be racist. There's so many better things to be doing with your time, your money, your energy. I understand you do not like it, and I understand you do not understand it, but that is something that you need to take a step back and reflect on and do better on, because it's 2024. Pull your head out of your ass. Do better. Okay. Remember to do good, be good, and I can't wait to see your cute face next time.